You've probably seen it by now, that one LinkedIn post about AI and your job that has been absolutely everywhere. It kicked off this huge global conversation, and it all comes back to a new report from Microsoft. So what's all the fuss about? Why did this one post get millions of people talking? Let's dive in and break it all down.
All right, so here's what we're going to cover. First up, we'll look at who actually started this whole thing. Then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of one really important word in this debate. After that, we'll check out how the community reacted, the good, the bad, and the funny. Then we'll talk about what this all means for job transformation, and we'll wrap up by looking way into the future, say 2040.
Okay, so let's start right at the beginning. This entire firestorm kicked off with just one single post from a really big name in the AI world. And that voice is Ali K. Miller. I mean, we're talking about someone with over 2 million followers on LinkedIn. So, when she drops something about AI, it's not just a post, it's an event. People pay attention, and in this case, a massive global conversation was born. So here it is, the post that started it all. She says Microsoft just dropped a list of 40 jobs that are most and least AI applicable. But, and this is the really important part, she adds this little sentence. This list may have overlap with replaceability and job transformation. See that? Those words are doing a lot of work. That nuance, well, that's everything. So let's zoom in on that one word, applicable. It sounds pretty simple, right? But it's actually doing a ton of heavy lifting here. To really get what Microsoft is trying to say, you have to understand what they are not saying.
And here's the key. AI applicability is not, I repeat, not about replacing people. It's about AI being a helper, an assistant. Think of it like a co-pilot in the cockpit. The report is measuring how much AI can help out with tasks inside a job, not how it can kick the human out of the driver's seat.
So let's put these three big ideas side by side, because it's really easy to mix them up. Applicability is about AI assisting you. Replaceability is when AI can do the entire job for you. And transformation, that's when the job itself completely changes because of AI. This Microsoft report, it's laser focused on that first one, assistance. That's the whole game here.
So as you can imagine, a list like this drops, and the internet does what it does best. It reacts. And the comments section on Ali's post was just this incredible mix of everything. People were cracking jokes, they were genuinely surprised, and they were asking some really smart questions about the future. And some of the reactions were just priceless. Take this one from a CEO, Ryan Morrissey. He jokes, "I knew I should have studied puncturing," a nod to phlebotomists. But then he gets serious and makes an awesome point. He'd love to see this list updated every year. And honestly, the way things are moving, once a year might not be often enough. Then you get comments that are just pure, honest surprise. Like Clark Wright, who just comes out and asks, "Telephone operator is still a job?" And you know what? It's a fair question. It really shows how our own ideas about the job market can be a little, out of date. Some roles just stick around in ways you wouldn't expect. I also loved seeing people show some real pride for the jobs on the least applicable list. This guy, Brian Stone, who actually works at AWS, was pumped to see roustabouts get a shout-out. Those are the incredibly tough, hands-on jobs on oil rigs. It's just a fantastic reminder that physical, get-your-hands-dirty work has this immense value that, for now, AI just can't touch. So beyond the jokes and the surprise, the conversation started to get really deep. The smartest comments weren't just about the list itself, they were about what the list means. It became clear the real question isn't, will my job disappear? The real question is, how is my job going to change? And this comment from Sandapan Bhowmik, he just hits the nail on the head. He says transformation is inevitable, but this list shows the balance between automation and uniquely human tasks. That phrase, uniquely human tasks, that is the heart of it all, right? It's all about figuring out what we bring to the table that a machine just can't replicate. So, if we boil this all down, what's the big takeaway? It's one word, transformation. AI is a tool, not a replacement. And because of that, the whole focus is shifting onto what makes us human. The debate is pretty much over. It's not if jobs will change, it is how they're going to change. And you can think of this Microsoft list as a kind of early map, pointing to where those changes are probably going to show up first.
Okay, so we're talking about evolution, about transformation. But what does that look like in the long run? How are we going to see this stuff in a couple of decades? Well, one of the commenters had a really brilliant thought about exactly that. I love this. Anthony, who's a leader in strategy, says he's saving this as an historic predictive artifact for reflection upon in 2040. What a perfect way to put it. He's not treating this list as gospel. He's treating it like a time capsule. It's a snapshot, a single data point in this incredible journey we're all on to figure out this new working relationship with AI. And that really is the perfect place to leave it. It brings the question right back home, to you. Forget the big abstract lists for just a second. Think about your job, right now. Where do you think it would land on a list like this in 2040? What parts of what you do every day could AI help with? And maybe more importantly, what are the parts that will always need to be uniquely, irreplaceably human?